Hey everyone. What we're going to do today is one of my little finesse style football jigs. Uh, it's more of a compact football jig, but we are tying it as a finesse style jig. And I like that tie because I believe it hides the profile of the jig head, because I do believe the fish get conditioned to that. The waters I fish are heavily pressured. Um, so any kind of, this is one of the reasons I do so many customs and I'm constantly playing with different patterns, is because I don't want to, I don't want the fish to get conditioned to everything I throw. I want to throw something different than the guy in front of me. And that's just why I do it. But anyway, enough for that. In the vise, again, quarter ounce football head. We got a 2-aught Victory 10-111 hook, and the color is Mango Magic. I know it doesn't look green on the screen here. I don't know why it shows up that way, but uh, really good color. And this hook, if you want to use a lighter hook, but you don't want it, you don't want it real heavy, but you don't want a light wire, this is a really good one to use. The 2-aught is bigger than a regular 2-aught hook. This is, if I had to categorize it, I would call it a 2.5-aught. It's a little bigger than a 2-aught, but smaller than a 3-aught. And this is fairly stout. So and I like the fact that it has that sprout bend. Um, I've been really liking the sickle style after trying that, because I was always a fan of the sprout bend, the O'Shaughnessy hooks on my Aiken style jigs. They were always really good at holding the fish. Enough of me rambling on. Let's start here with some 210 denier flat wax nylon thread, and it's an olive, which works good with this Mango Magic. Now, I struggled to put this one out there. Forgot my scrap bin, which is an ashtray, an old ashtray. I don't smoke anymore. Um, I struggled with this because the material I'm going to use is, it was closeout layers. And if I would have known how close this was to this Mango Magic, I probably would have bought a whole lot of it. But anyway, let's get started. I'm calling this a green Manalishi. Uh, that's what it reminds me of. This is what I think of when I hear that. So we're going to take a half tab, and this is watermelon green glitter barbed wire. Uh, I don't know if the green barbed wire is similar to this, but that's probably the closest to this color. And what we're doing is just putting a half a tab down, and we'll distribute it all the way around. There's a few things with this jig that seem to just go together, and I'm going out on the limb here. This is a new pattern to me, but I'm guessing this is probably going to be a good summertime pattern. Uh, it screams like lizard, crustacean, any kind of like small type of bass prey. That's what I kind of get from this. That's the kind of vibe it's putting out to me anyway. So we have our first tab in, and the next one, which is the only other colors we're going to use, this is watermelon candy, which has a Nature's Edge style print on it. And we're going to use a full tab of that, but I have it cut in half to make it easier to tie in. And all we got to do is just cover the bottom half of our jig. Sure we got good coverage. And then we're going to take the other half of that. See, what's neat about this is the glitter in this, in watermelon candy, you got this watermelon green glitter barbed wire, which matches the green on the Mango Magic. And the watermelon candy, the glitter is a match for the Mango Magic paint. So you're really matching elements of the colors up, and you still maintain some contrast, and it comes out looking really nice. Like I said, it's a real summertime vibe that I'm getting from this. So now that that's in, we're going to take our full tab, which we cut in half to tie in, of our watermelon green glitter barbed wire. Make sure my strands are separated. And we'll flip it over and do the same thing. Now, what's nice about this jig is you could, like I've tied a few of these up in 1/2 and 3/8 ounce as well. And you can fish this like a regular jig, casting it, hopping it around, or you can drag it like a typical football jig. Sort of a really nice, versatile type way to use a football head. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I want to get my skirt material on top here. And then we're going to take our little hair clip and just get it so it's out of the way. I'm going to get my collar nice and tight and finished up. Yeah, you can, and the thing of it is, this is more of a platform that you can put whatever colors you want in, to match your fishery or whatever trailers you want to use. Four more. And we'll trim it off. Have to get my big scissors here. It's easier to use something like this to trim all this than something like this, you know. Now I'm gonna use some Sally Hansen's hard as nails due to the fact I spilled my water-based head cement and I didn't get any more. The last time I was down at Cabela's, they didn't have any. Okay, now we got our head cement on there. I'm going to trim our material up. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just pulling it up and cutting it just above the head, about a 1/4 inch or so. We'll take our clip off. And I cut this a little shorter on the back end. It's going to give it an exaggerated flare, a little bit more than it would have, and it's going to let the trailer be a little more prominent. I have a couple of these strands stuck together, so bear with me here. Now we're going to put our weed guard in, which in this case we're using a small FG12 weed guard. Because remember, this isn't something you're throwing in the cover. This is where I throw this particular one. 4 to 6 feet of water and primarily open water. You know, some rocks, scattered rocks, but I'm not throwing it in heavy weeds or any kind of wood cover, anything like that. Okay, so far, this is what we have, but we're not done yet. We're going to put the trailer on. And this trailer, I imagine you could still get them. Separate another strand here. But this is a watermelon red Chili Willy from Fit Premium Lures. And we're going to use that simply because it really, when I looked at it and looked at all the colors, I said, oh boy, this is like it was made for it. And there you have it. This is our green Manalishi. And that's kind of what you're going to get. Now, this, of course, this will be standing up, but you'll drag this. Everything is similar in color, but different. And it's a combination of darks, lights, and metallics. I think it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. That's my take. But there you have it, the Green Manalishi Finesse football jig. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.